Hey guys, this is Nick Murray. Today we're going to go over how to breathe life into your brass. What I mean by that is, you may have bought some pretty expensive brass samples only to realize that they're sitting kind of flat in your mix. So I'm going to go over a couple quick tips on how to make them sound more realistic and add a little bit of analog warmth to them. Let's check it out. Okay, so I've got a pretty basic setup here. This is a trailer cue idea that I'm working on. And I've got my short strings up top, long strings, brass section, and then percussion down below. So I'll go ahead and press play here so you can hear what I've got going on so far, and then we'll work on the brass. So the strings are providing the motion and movement we need in the cue. However, we need a top line melody now. And I'm going to go to an epic horn patch to provide that for us. So let's go ahead and record that in now. Okay, so that's the basic idea. First thing we're going to want to do is select all of them and quantize them to quarter notes. This is going to make sure they all start in the right spot. Now you'll hear as we solo the track that there's an inherent attack to the MIDI samples. Now that's going to make everything sound late. To compensate for that, let's zoom in, move everything to the left a little bit, and it should sound more lined up to the beat. Great. Now if we were programming strings, we would want to make sure that everything's nice and legato and connected. However, with brass, you have to compensate for the fact that our fake brass player needs to breathe. So let's take our long notes here, grab the right-hand side and move it over to the left, kind of chop these notes off a little bit. Now this will leave space for him to take a breath right here, and this will actually provide quite a bit of realism. We'll go ahead and add our reverbs back in here, as it will carry the notes over nicely into that space. So that's already sounding a little bit better. I can pull them back a little bit more, and these guys I'd like to be a little bit more staccato as well. And you can adjust that and tweak it as you go along. Now the next step is to add some analog warmth so it doesn't sound so straight out of the box. So let's go ahead to our audio effects here and pull up our Waves Nonlinear Summer, or NLS. There's three modes on here, the spike, the mic, and the Nevo, and I found that the mic works best with brass and horn patches. Take a listen here as I pull up the drive, how it adds this warmth that we're talking about. So that's great. It's already making the brass sound much more powerful. However, now we need to kind of flavor it to taste. So let's pull up an EQ. We'll go with the Scheps 73, as this also provides a little bit of console modeling, which I really like on this kind of stuff. And this one has a nice drive distortion as well. We'll go ahead and unsolo so that we can kind of flavor this to the track. And I know already we're going to have to pull the volume down quite a bit as the NLS pumps it up, and so does this one actually. So we'll go ahead and press play, and I will adjust the EQ here. Great. We're really getting there now. So I'll go ahead and press play again, and I'll just mix it in and kind of toggle these back and forth so you can hear what the sounds are actually producing. So there you go. In just a couple minutes, we've been able to really add some more power, some more depth, and some analog warmth, as well as adjusting our MIDI parameters and MIDI notes a little bit to make the brass sound more realistic. This will really set your productions apart from those people who aren't using these techniques. So I hope this helps. Try it out and let me know how it goes. Thanks a lot, guys.